This is a reflection on a counselling session with Claire regarding her decision to go back to work or to stay at home with her young son. Overall, I feel the session went pretty well. Just trying to look at the camera properly. In the sense that we achieved good focus. We were able to start the discussion in a meaningful way and explore the different options she had in terms of whether or not to go back now or later. And I feel like I gave her enough space to do that. One of the things that I wasn't really happy about is I think I didn't let her finish and pause enough in between her thoughts and feelings to allow her to explore it, and also for me to really hear what she was saying and to consider other alternatives. And that's just down to my tendency to interrupt. Overall, what else? I think I was effective in helping her through the decision-making process in terms of asking her to visualise what it looks like, what it doesn't look like, and looking at the ways she could get support. So she was able to identify her supports and potential other supports, and she was able to identify the positives and some of the potential negatives of going back to work or not going back to work. I think the session overall was, we maintained an even tone, and there was evidence of beginning to develop some trust with her, which was good. In future sessions, I really need to focus on what not to do, like not to interrupt, to breathe. I think I need to practice sessions with a bit more once people have finished saying what they need to say and not be focused on the next thing. So that would be one of the things I'd look at doing. I think I did the contracting process okay overall. I tried not to be too interrogative or too suggestive or too guided, and allow the exploration to move through to topics as Claire wanted to explore them. I feel like maybe I could have been a bit better prepared in terms of offering alternative decision-making processes. I don't think I provided Claire with enough of a concrete decision-making process. I asked her to imagine to imagine what it would be like going back to work now versus later. I think that was okay, but I don't think that there was enough exploration that went on in that process. I was still too rushing towards the decision-making process. I'm not comfortable with scaling. I understand people use it. I sought some feedback in my supervision, actually, this session with my supervisor around this, and we came to the conclusion it's just something that I'm going to have to get comfortable with, that scaling either with happy faces or 1 to 9 or 1 to 10 is something that people are very used to, and it's actually comfortable, and that it's probably more my issue, in that maybe I feel that scaling of 1 to 10 is a little bit too black and white or a little bit too concrete, and I get caught up in the decision making as a nuanced process and that kind of thing. So this is something, again, I'm going to have to work on in terms of supporting people to make decisions, possibly do some more reading and some more practice in those areas, and look at some alternatives to be able to support clients effectively in decision-making processes.